Happy almost Christmas, everyone, or I should say Merry almost Christmas. And welcome to day 11. I can't believe we're almost at the end of this. And I think I say that before each one of these feature drops, but it's amazing to me how quickly these 11 or 12 days are going by. So today's feature drop is a go-to-market plan, or as some of us call it, a launch plan. And this is really for introducing any kind of new product or service to your market, or even introducing a new feature for an existing product or service. It can work for either one. And the idea is to give you a complete blueprint to make sure that you're set up for success both at the launch stage and at the growth stage. So let's take a look at how this works. The first thing you'll want to do, as with everything else in the app, is to create a product playbook for this new product or service or feature that we're launching. So in this case, let's go with Ryzen, our demo CRM. This is where you get to tell the AI if this is for a brand new product or service, or is it for a new feature for an existing product or service. So let's say this is for a brand new product or service. It's already pulled in our brand customer avatar here. Now here you want to be a little bit realistic about what your estimated marketing budget is and the time period you're looking to break even on this investment. Now, obviously, the higher your marketing budget, the more time you'll want to give yourself to break even, because otherwise some of the suggestions in your blueprint may be a little bit hard to accomplish or a little bit unreasonable to expect. So let's say for this example, I want to put $3,000 towards my marketing budget for this launch. I'm going to say, because this is a pretty low marketing budget, I think 60 days is a good enough time to give it to break even. If I was going with something like $10,000, like I have in the example here, I probably want to give it 3 to 6 months. All right, but let's move forward with this for our example. And that's really all there is to it. Since the AI already knows everything about my brand, about my product, about my customer avatars, my unique value propositions, and my market differentiating factor, since all of that is built into my product playbook, it really doesn't need anything else in order to build out our entire go-to-market plan here. All right, so here's our customized go-to-market plan based on our unique brand strategy and core product positioning. And remember that you can always select text to tell the AI what you want it to do with it if required, or make any manual edits as you go as well. So the first thing it's addressed is our target customers and needs. So this is where it has pulled in information about our segmented market. That is each of our customer avatars or buyer personas at the product level, and what that segment is going to mean in terms of launching successfully to that market segment. Next, it's talked about customer relationships. So how we're going to build initial relationships with our early adopters and how we're going to build on that to support customer retention and loyalty. Next, it addresses distribution channels. So online sales channels, direct sales, and retail partnerships. Also an action plan for reaching our target customers, which involves marketing channels, all the different marketing channels we want to consider, sales channels, distribution channels. It's a pretty comprehensive list here, right? All right, next is target customer consideration. So we want to figure out, is it going to be B2B, B2C? What type of market are we mainly serving? And buyer roles. So it could be local business owners, boutique store managers, bakery owners, barbershop operators, and also indirect influencers that impact purchasing decisions, including community members, industry peers, and business advisors. All right, next, it shows us how we can go about our initial go-to-market, so our initial launch, versus the growth stage, which is scaling beyond the initial launch of this product or service. So it's going to tell us who our early adopters might be, and then who our mainstream customers are likely to be beyond the early adopters. Next, it's given us some suggestions on how we're going to build awareness, your website and landing page, your personal networks, referrals, inbound marketing strategies, and where appropriate, it will also recommend outbound marketing options, customer expectations and channel selection. Next are your metrics for success. Now, these are super important to prevent you from having to throw spaghetti at the wall and just count on maybe A/B tests to figure out what's working and what's not. As long as you know what your KPIs are, what your key performance indicators are, what you need to measure, you'll be able to understand what's working and what's not working faster and course correct whenever it's needed. Next, it talks about revenue model selection. So it's recommending a subscription option here, since this is a software product, how our revenue model selection will impact our customer relationships, what the payment expectations would be from our customers, and some revenue model examples, along with advantages and disadvantages that we should keep in mind. So once you have all of that, go ahead and click on next. And there it is, your entire go-to-market plan all ready to be saved, copied over to a Google Doc, or exported to a PDF. All right, so go ahead, get in there, think about any new products or services that you're hoping to launch in the new year. Hopefully this is going to help you guys do exactly that. Enjoy the new feature, and we'll be back for our final day tomorrow, and that's going to be probably one of our biggest, most involved feature drops. So stay tuned, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.